to be bringing you action and welcoming you to the Thomas and Mack Center just off the Vegas Strip for tonight's main event. Schedule.
Come on, kid. You got this one.
Everybody's been waiting for these two to meet up. Now they do as round one is underway.
Keep moving, keep moving.
Good left hand able to land. And he returns on that exchange. Trying to time that straight left hand, and he does so with ease.
Keep working the body.
Halfway through this round. Teddy, I've heard you say it many times before, but the better fighters have a wide array of punches.
Yeah, well, you have to, because obviously your opponent is going to adjust to what you're doing. You want to keep them off balance. Stay effective.
Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Able to dismiss that body shot. And there he is scoring with the right hand. Mistargeted. Just 10 seconds to go in this round. You can almost see it just by the way a fighter sits down on their stool at the end of a round. As we come to the end of this round, you can tell that he's full of confidence and he can't wait to get right back out there and continue doing what he's doing.
Well, you're right. The first thing that I noticed is his back's not leaning against the corner pad. You know, that's a defeated fighter. That's a fighter. He don't want to go back. Something bad happened to him. You know, he's leaning back like that. You have to pick him up from the stool. He's got all his weight forward. He can't wait to get going. You know that he's positive. You know that he had a good round.
Shake it up.
Able to cover up that gut. You see what happens when he commits to the uppercut. Look at that. Great work there. A well-placed left hand up top. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. He gives as well as he takes. You saw it on that exchange. Solid left hand to the head. Final 10 seconds of round number 2. Up top with the right hand. Joe and Teddy with you here in between rounds. A round in which, boy, he really just dominated his opponent. Teddy, he's got to think things could be coming to a sensational ending for him when he gets off the stool here.
Well, he's showing that to you right now. I'm looking at him right now, and he's starting to get up. There's a couple seconds left. There's probably 5 seconds left before he has to get up, and he's getting up early. That shows you right what you're talking about. He's chomping at the bit. He's confident.
That's a huge left he just scored with. Well, he may be in bad shape, But all of a sudden, he's able to avoid punches. Solid. Big headshot puts him down. Down he goes, but he's going to continue on, beating the count. That shot unable to land.
That's it.
Halfway through this round here. Good job staying away from the danger there. Keeping his hands up, getting rid of his opponent's offense.
Head and body. Head and body.
Left to the body. Just missed with that punch.
Working the body.
10 seconds to go in this third round. And that's the end of round 3. We talk about it often, but jumping out and taking a lead on the scorecards can be so critical. He's done so in these first 3 rounds thanks to that knockdown.
Yeah, he has, but it can also hurt you because now if he starts laying back and just waiting for that next big punch, guess what? His opponent gets right back into the fight.
Well, Teddy, you get in a spot like this, and everybody has their eyes on the fighter who was just knocked down in the last round. What do you look for? What tells you right away that you know what his status is?
Well, it's 2 things. The easiest one is the legs, Joe. I want to see if they're steady, if they're firm, if he's okay. But the next thing is his personality, believe it or not. It's kind of like when you go out to a bar with someone, they have a few drinks, and all of a sudden they're a different person. You know they're drunk. Well, I want to see whether or not my fighter's drunk. If he starts rushing at the guy, he starts acting in a way that he's never acted before, I know it's time to pull the plug.
Oh, he just misses with that headshot. 90 seconds to go here in this round.
Let's see some more head movement. Work the body kick. Body shots.
Oh, that's a big shot with the left hand. There it is! How about that? He goes from being the victim to handing out the punishment. I give him a lot of credit for even getting up from that knockdown, but he still has to impress and move forward here.
Yeah, I applaud him. I give him credit, but I also recognize that he's in good shape. That's one of the reasons he got up.
So he scores a knockdown in the last round. Now he gets to settle down and gather himself a bit. Do you go after it? Do you get super aggressive here having had your man hurt? Or do you still have to employ a certain amount of caution?
It's kind of like being at the carnival. You know, you just hit the bullseye and you got that big stuffed animal you can give to your wife or your girlfriend. But now he doesn't want you to go away with that.
Oh, no.
No. He tells you, wait a minute, try again. You could trade that in for something either bigger. But you might lose the one you have already. That's the question.
We got a fighter who was knocked down earlier who, as you can see, is still going about his business the exact same way. Let's turn the tables a bit. If you're opposite that fighter, what do you want to do?
What you want to do is just keep going. Hey, you know that old saying, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Well, he's giving it to you. Keep taking it. Keep going to that well until there's no more water. If he's giving you an opportunity to catch him with the same thing, keep doing it.
Do you see any way in which he can take his opponent's aggression and turn it against him?
Yeah, the perfect way. I mean, boxing 101, counterpunching. You got a guy coming at you, no better way than to change his mind. Make him miss, make him pay.
There's a nice left hand able to get in. Targeting the uppercut, and it worked. That was off the mark. And we count down the final moments of this round. End of the round, a round I do believe that he was able to take. But his opponent is there stride for stride. This is going to be a close fight. Teddy, where do you have him on the scorecards? Is he up?
Yeah, I have him slightly ahead. But as you said, very close fight. And the kind of fight where...
He is damaged badly there. He may hit the floor.
Stay away from those. Come on.
And now he's targeting upstairs. Good step back counter punch there.
Beautiful.
He's all over the place. I mean, he's missing punches. Yeah, he's throwing punches, but he's missing just about everything he throws.
Well, we look up top. You know, we look at the punches going array. They're going left, they're going right, they're going all over the place. But look downstairs. His feet are not set. He's falling all over the place. And guess what? The punches follow where his feet are.
Turned that hook over, but couldn't turn it into a connect.
Oh, God!
Last 10 seconds.
Keep working the ball.
Really fun-looking fight so far here. We've reached the halfway mark. Teddy, your impressions as to what we're going to see in the second half of this fight?
More of the same. I don't think these fighters know how to do anything, at least tonight. They came here with this mentality, and you know what? You can't really change gears at this point. You're going to see more of the same.
Good accuracy with that uppercut. That wasn't able to land. He got rocked earlier in this fight. I don't see him changing much up, Teddy. Would you be advising him that now is time for an adjustment?
Well, you have to have a plan B, maybe even a plan C when you come into it. Maybe he doesn't have one. Now, if he doesn't have one, you're not going to tell him to start changing up, because then you're basically saying, I don't know what to do, but, you know, we're in trouble.
Comes right back with some offense of his own. At the halfway point of round 7. Covers up nicely, gets rid of his opponent's body shot. To the head he goes with a left hand.
Keep moving. Keep moving.
There's a taste of the sweet science. You see the skill he has in counterpunching.
And you know what he's doing? Is taking his opponent's jab away.
10 seconds to go in the 7th.
You gotta let your hands go. You have to.
Let's look at Teddy's scorecard as we start this 8th round. And I think this tells pretty much the story. Yeah, he's got a slight lead. However, there have been those moments where you see a defensive flaw.
Yeah, the other guy's coming on fast. The defensive flaw is that he covers up too much. He blocks too many punches. And when you're blocking too many punches, well, the guy puts punches together. Some are going to get through. Some are getting through.
He's got that certain something that's a well-acquired skill in this craft of boxing, and that is superb defense, and it's on target tonight.
It is. The old-timers would say, you know, that's the hard thing, is to learn defense. You know, the easy part, the fun part is letting your hands go. So he's got the hard part down. Guess what? He's enjoying the fun part right now because of it.
And now he scores with that left to the body. The halfway point of round number 8. He saw the uppercut. He took advantage, throwing it out there. Well, that was his intention, and that's what he's doing. Not engaging in the fight, but clinching. Took a go of it to the body, but came up empty.
¡Muévete la cabeza!
He scored well after being hit himself. A headshot blocked. And that's the end of round 8. Teddy, let's discuss what's going on right here. His eye is completely swollen shut. What is the concern with the referee in the ringside position?
Well, right now they're worried about the welfare. You know, not just about tonight, but the future of this fight and what damage he will take now because he can't see correctly. It's their job to protect the fighter.
Great job of protecting himself. He's keeping his guard up very, very well. Teddy, does it help to have the speed that he has?
Sure. Anytime you have speed and you can put it into the equation where whatever you're doing, it has to be technically right, but now you put speed, you're doing it even better. You're doing it at a higher level.
He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect.
That's okay, let's go! Not focusing!
Oh, you see him with the left of the head there? 90 seconds into the 9th round. He gets hit, but he gives it right back.
Do that again!
You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. Little head hunting with the left. Still no defense out of him. Still no ability to stop this onslaught. He's taking serious damage.
And you got to worry about his future because the damage he's taking right now for tonight, okay, we understand that, but how is this going to impact him for the future? That's where you're starting to get into a danger zone right now.
And that's the end of round 9. You can have the best game plan in the world, but when your eye shuts closed like that, everything changes.
The one thing doesn't change, Joe, and that's the mentality of a warrior. You find a way. You do not give in. You find a way. You concentrate harder, and you see with that one eye what you need to see.
There's the headshot, but he parries it away. He just missed that shot up top. gets rid of that effort.
Fix yourself.
He's showing very good footwork. He's showing fine defensive movement here. But as for the opponent, how do you solve that?
Well, you got to make believe you're a football player. You got to make believe you're a linebacker in football. You go down the line with that running back. You don't go following him around the place. You make sure you move laterally. That's exactly what he's got to do. He's got to cut that ring down, take space away.
Tired. He's tired.
Comes right back with a shot of his own. Comes right back at him with a left hand. There's the uppercut, one of my favorite punches, and it works that time for him. Ooh. Comes right back at him with a left hand. He takes a shot and then commits to giving one right back.
Keep moving. Gotta see those coming. You're looking good. Looking good.
Teddy, try to convince me that there's danger here. How about that left right there? Fires right back at him.
Get your hands up.
Nice block.
Back to the body. Punch! Punch!
Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Unable to score with the uppercut that time. Boy, some of the old school guys would really appreciate this, wouldn't they, Teddy? Just great upper body movement, so elusive up top.
Yeah, this is an example like they used to say in the old days. He stands right in front of you and you can't hit him in the backside with a handful of buckshot.
And just like that, things turn around. A back and forth round. Both men have been rocked.
This is what boxing's about. This is what battle is about. This is what human spirit is all about.
That punch nowhere close.
Head and body. Head and body.
He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. 10 seconds to go in this round. Listen, that's the kind of round that puts fans on their feet, but the kind of round that gets a corner man anxious. What do you tell a guy after he's been in a back and forth brawl like that?
Move your head. Keep your hands up. You know, don't get caught with those shots. We worked in the gym to get away from those shots. And one other thing, you got to give him a little confidence. Remind him, if we trained for a tough fight, you're ready for this.
Unlock! More punches!
The tactical game paying off. You can see the counter punch.
Yeah, you see the counter punch, but you know what I see? I see a little tentativeness now in him because he's afraid to let anything go because when he misses, bang, it gets caught.
Whoop, whoop. Cover up!
And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Was just off the mark.
Keep moving! Keep moving!
He's showing what a skilled fighter he is with the counterpunching.
Well, the old timers used to say when you're calm in there, when you're in control in there, you can make him do what you want. He made him tie his shoelaces right there.
Gotta see that coming. Let's go!
There's a good right hand. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head.
Come on, keep focused. Keep moving. Keep moving.
Blocks away that headshot.
He's tired. He's tired. Face yourself. Body shot.
And that's what fighters do. Pulls the trigger right away after taking one. Last 10 seconds of the fight. Final bell of a fight fan's fight here, but also the kind of fight that you know there's going to be controversy over the scoring.
Yeah, very close. And the kind of fight where you could be influenced different ways depending on what you like in a boxer. You like a guy who's controlling the outside or a guy who goes inside and gets it done downstairs.
The verdict is in, so let's send it up to the ring. He's your winner by majority decision.
Very close fight, but more importantly, a satisfying fight for everybody, especially the fans.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being with us ringside.